Hey, and welcome to a much delayed version of Hey Fee. Sorry, disclaimer that I was moving country. I was moving to Arizona in America and from Canada. And because of COVID, as you well know, if you've been following, it's been a rough one thanks to politics and COVID, but we finally made it down a few weeks ago. So now I can answer your emails, and I have answered some of you personally emailing back, but sorry I haven't put it and shared it. But I am going to try and get 2 videos out for you today. First off, I'm going to read this letter as I've got a lot to say about this topic. Okay, this one is from Crystal from B.C Canada, whoop, whoop, just from where I came from. Hey Fee, I'm a mum of 1 autistic son, 1 neurotypical daughter. We are currently homeschooling from COVID. The teachers aren't putting in the effort to educate my son and don't answer him when he asks questions all the time. There is 10 kids on screen, but how come she could do it in the classroom but not on the screen? I want him educated and they need to hold his attention. I've emailed them and tell them daily, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. What should I do? Crystal, you may not want to know my answer. Okay, I've written notes on this one because I'm kind of going through the same thing. You just saw my notes from my next video. First of all, we cannot blame the teachers. It sounds really weird. We cannot blame the teachers for not educating our kids during COVID to the extent we wish, unless they are in the classroom. Here's my theory. Okay, COVID's hard, school is hard, parenting is hard, especially through a pandemic. We've never experienced this. So this is new to everyone. So mix it all together and it's a big freaking mess, right, of all of us doing it. But we can't blame the teachers because, to an extent, I'm gonna put a pin in that one just for a second. So, for instance, we go to school now in Arizona. We do virtual because of the numbers of COVID are so high here. And I have my health condition. Indy has his. Put that aside. I want you to honestly think about this. How can this teacher who you said does it in class and holds his attention, so you're saying he's asking questions all the time. Imagine you in her shoes. It was her teacher. It was a girly teacher. So imagine you've got 10 of your kids, okay, on the screen who want to be answered, who want to be heard, who want to be educated. You can't physically touch them, physically redirect them, physically move them, physically engage with them on screen. You're expecting this teacher to do everything that she's probably got helpful, like a teacher's aide or a behavioral person. They're helping and guiding and redirecting behaviors. You're expecting her to do exactly that same thing on the screen and hold your kids' attention. Can you hold your kids' attention if you weren't with them on the screen, just you and them? We can't. Like, I know when my wife goes out of town and I get on the video, I'm like, here, say hi to mom. It's like, yeah, peace out. And they're off. And I can go, no, come back, say hi, and no, like I can't even do that when I'm with them. So I think you're asking a bit too much. I think the teachers need to be given a lot of grace as well, because we don't know what they're going through at their school. They've got bosses. They've got people above them telling them, oh, you need to do this. But they've also got their own families and they're also going through COVID the same as you. So they might have kids of their own homeschooling and they can't be there for them. So they're probably stressed, or like they might be doing like teaching from home and have all their crazy going on. You forget that teachers are people too. And I honestly think you've told them, you've told them nearly daily that your kid likes to be answered. And that teacher can only get your kid to answer fairly a tenth of the time, because you said there's like 10 kids in their class. So your kid gets a tenth of that, right? So that's your kid gets one answer, that kid gets another answer, that kid gets another answer, that kid gets another answer, and then it goes back to your kid. You can't expect that teacher not to share that time. You can't expect that teacher to just give your kid that attention. You need to be also there, unfortunately, and trying to hold your kid's attention on the screen. But you can't ask that teacher to try and hold it all the time, because I don't think you could either. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like I'm defending teachers a lot, because I have a lot of compassion for them. But I also have been that person. Like, I started to see our teacher not even show up for virtual classes, like one of our teachers. And I was like, are you serious? So I would email and like, I'm waiting online. I'm waiting in the waiting room, like, Zoom, waiting in the waiting room. What's going on? Nothing, nothing, nothing. And I've tried to hold my kid there and bribe my kid to stay there for 20 minutes to find out she's not online, and then get an email like after school's done going, sorry, busy, or sorry, personal day, or sorry. And I was fuming. This happened for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I was like, this is crazy. So finally I wrote to the teacher's boss and was like, what the hell, like, is going on? And they're like, we're sorry, we'll try and get her to tell you before so you're not waiting. So then she did. She told me before. She was like, okay, I'm having a personal day, so I'm not. But I'm like, this teacher is having so many personal days. And I was getting frustrated. I was getting mad. And then we switched. The teacher was not doing virtual anymore, was going to do just in class. And we got a new teacher for virtual. And when she was saying goodbye, she explained to me personally that her son had passed away. And I was like, holy crap, I feel like a piece of crap right now. Like, even though I only complained like once or twice, I should have gone, something in me should have gone, something's going on with her. I should have more compassion. Instead of like, I need my kid educated. Da, 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 da. Yeah, we all want our kids educated, but COVID's made that go to crap. And I'm sorry, it's not getting better anytime soon. We need to have grace with our teachers. We need to have love and compassion for our teachers. We also need to have love and compassion for our kids and realize we're going to have to catch them up. If you don't, you have sheets at home, obviously, to do this schoolwork. If they're not getting those answers done with your teacher, either ask your teacher for help and say, hey, maybe can you help me after class so we have that one-on-one time because he's not really getting it, or you do it. This is a team effort through a pandemic. Everyone is playing their roles. Everyone is going through stress. And I told you probably have rambled on now, but I think you need to have a bit more patience and grace. And you may be going off at this screen right now and telling me that I don't know anything or whatever. Go for it. Email me. Tell me what you think. But I prefer you doing it to me, to my face, and tell me what you think about that. But it is hard. As parents, we have no patience left because we have our kids 100% of the time. Teachers are in the same boat and they have to educate our kids. So just let's give each other some compassion. Okay, so that's my opinion. It was very serious this time. I'm sorry, normally it's a bit lighthearted. Try and give yourself some time and try and give these teachers a bit of grace, is my answer to you. Sorry if you don't like it. Email me if you don't like it. Comment below. I hope this helps a bit for everyone to understand that it's not just up to our teachers to hold their attention during virtual schooling. That's really super hard, and they're trying their best as we are trying our best. Like, these black eyes don't come naturally. This is called stress trigger pandemic. So I hope that helps.